To learn PHP Storm, we've got a big project today, a site about movies, but only movies that have Samuel L. Jackson. We'll start by creating a movie controller. We could right-click on the controller directory, go to New, and select File from the menu. But we can be faster. For Mac users, use the Apple N to get the New menu open. Because we have the Symfony plugin, by typing Controller, you'll find an option to create one directly. Let's keep things simple and obvious and call it Movie Controller. And when you use Git, PHP Storm asks whether you want to add a new file to Git. I prefer to just manage Git myself outside of PHP Storm, so I'll click No. Beautiful. We'll need a route to this movie controller, so add some annotations above index action. Let's change these to @route and let autocomplete do its thing. The one we want is inside the Sensio Framework Extra bundle. Select that option, hit Tab, and notice it added a use statement on line 5. That's really important because when you use annotations, you need to have a use statement for them. Now instead of spending your time looking it up in the documentation, autocomplete will take care of those for you. Robots for the win! Let's have our path be /movies/new and change index action to new action, because this controller will render a new movie form. And we'll fix up our render call in a second. Head over to the browser and check if our new route is hitting our endpoint. Perfect. It can't find the template, but that's fine because there isn't one yet. Annotations have a lot of options, and one of them here is called Name, which autocompletes for us. Hey, thanks. Fill that in with movies_new. If you're the curious sort and are wondering what other options you have, just hold the Control key and hit the spacebar. That will bring up all the options that you have in that spot. In fact, Control Space can be used pretty much anywhere to show you your autocomplete options. That's really handy. This autocomplete works for two reasons. First, an annotation represents a real class. Hold Command or Control if you're in Windows and click @route to open up the class that fuels it. If you hold Command again and go into its base class, you'll see that all of those options are represented as properties inside of that class. To take this further, if you go back to Movie Controller, you can hold Command and click on the Name option and have it take you right to that property. You may not need to do this very often, but sometimes it's useful to see how an annotation option is used to figure out what value you want for it. Now, thanks to the Annotations plugin, annotations act a lot more like normal code, with the whole fancy autocompletion and other goodies.